Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
As well as in the meantime that Dale gets ready, I want to remind you guys our website is finally ready. The AMA Central website is ready. All of the good AMAs will be posted there, and you will be able to watch them over and over to listen to all of the details. And so, as well as we'll have some special promotions going on there. So, again, really, really, really lovely things coming from AMA Central. We're developing, we're becoming a lot more professional by the day. So, happy to have you. Dale, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
That's so good.
All right.
Dale, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us. UniMoon, lovely project, as I said. We have a lot to talk about. First
Yes.
of all, a little bit of a background introduction. I know you a little bit already. I did a little bit of research myself, but I'm sure everyone wants to know you personally. So let's go for it.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for having me. Very excited to be here and share about our project. I'll just jump into it. I've been in crypto since 2014. Since I first started, I obviously got very excited about Bitcoin, was playing around with the transactions. I sent myself Bitcoin and was receiving $5,000 in like 5 minutes. This was, huge in 2014 because at that time there was only bank transfer remittance payments, and so this was obviously not a very effective way to move money around. But it wasn't until I read the white paper I started understanding the double spending theory, understanding validator nodes, and really what the potential of the technology was. And since then, I've served as an advisor to multiple projects in the blockchain space. And it wasn't until very recently that I decided that I would couple my passions and my strengths and to create one really amazing, very ambitious project, which we're here today as UNIMOON. So I do have also a background in entertainment. I studied film at the University of Southern California, as well as business. I have representation in the entertainment industry as an actor. Um, I studied Stanislavski, Meisner, Stella Adler as different methods for the art of acting. So I'm very passionate about art, and I just see this as a great opportunity to really redefine what exchange of value really means to people, because people don't really understand that exchange of value is also your time. So the amount of human energy that you input into something, if we can redefine it by leveraging technology with blockchain, with an application that can reward you and understand that value that other people place on the network, which is really what social media applications already do, then we would redefine. I mean, the possibilities are endless, right? Because now people would have a way to directly, instantly monetize with their efforts that they put directly, the amount of value that they put on the network. I mean, essentially, what people do already on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is they put content up for free. These platforms, they take your data and then they sell the data back to you. It just doesn't really make any sense to me, right? Unfortunately, there wasn't a better way. So people were just like, okay, well, I want to have access to this network. I want to be social. We are humans. So we have this social component of us. We want to connect with people. We want to understand and engage. And we want to be able to have content that we can possibly impact, affect other people, and also that having content that can impact and affect us as well. So this is really what UNIMOON is built around. It's to decentralize social media by leveraging blockchain technology.
So good. We're touching a lot of different fields these days with people trying to decentralize other traditional and typical businesses around the world, which is great. I think that's what DeFi is here for, right? DeFi has been developed and has been created in order to get people like Dale and his team to develop new methods to make the whole environment a lot more useful and a lot better for everyone. So bringing something new like this really gives me the shivers, you know, when I see like projects trying to bring new technologies into DeFi. Being a DeFi lover myself, I was an early investor in crypto as well as you. 2016 for me, 2 years later than you. But you know, I love to see crypto and DeFi itself developing so much and becoming probably and potentially in the future a must for most businesses, I think. So
Yeah,
I love what you're doing, Dale. Let's
thank
talk
you.
a little about the team behind it. You have a great professional background, no doubt about that. We want to know about the team. I do see that you have maybe an external marketing agency for UNIMOON, or is it? Tell us a
Yeah.
little. Yeah, tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so we have Carl. Carl is the principal with Utropic Media. He will be joining us towards the end. He'll jump on for some questions, Q&A. But Carl he is an enterprise fintech blockchain developer. He's been developing for 20 plus years, specifically for blockchain technology for the past 6 years. And he's the principal with Utropic Media. So yeah, Carl brings a wealth of knowledge and experience specifically for what we're trying to do. We currently are developing the social media application platform. So we have currently 3 mobile devs that are working specifically on UNIMOON. And then we have 3 team devs that are working on the layer 1 blockchain, which is essentially just a fork of Solana. So Carl is heading that, mainly everything that has to do with the actual development and the architecture of our ecosystem. And then we have Saya. She is our operations manager. And then we have Robert Menendez. He is our advisor. He has done he had an ICO back in 2017 with a company known as Vest. He was the co-founder of Vest. So they did digitalization of music rights. So any sort of like artist that was in for music and songs could potentially basically create like an NFT and earn royalties on their actual data of their content for media. Yeah, and then we have a few different agencies that we're working with. Currently, we're working with Blockchain Pros. They are an incredibly talented, very experienced marketing launch agency. So this is primarily focused on the pre-launch phase. And then currently we are interviewing with a few different marketing agencies that would help post-launch. We're just interviewing a few of the different agencies right now to see who would be the right fit that really aligns with our vision. And then we've also brought on a social media marketing, design and branding agency. They're based out of Norway, but they're incredibly talented. We just did a rebrand for our logo and the typeface of our font. They're currently updating the website right now. So yeah, we are working with different professionals in the fields, and we bring these agencies that are able to help increase our visibility and really brush upon the strengths that different agencies and their experiences that they have.
It is great how you guys are delegating into professional agencies. You know, I sometimes say it. You know, we think sometimes that we can do everything by ourselves. That's quite of the ignorant mentality of the human being, that we can all do everything by ourselves. But when you really want to do something well, when you want to keep a business or a project working well, you need to get people to do what they are good at doing. You know, if you want to get good marketing in DeFi, or imagine in the chain specifically, you need to get a company or someone that has been working in it for a long time, and that's how you really get the good results. Getting people that are professional in their fields. It is very simple. It's like having a restaurant and trying to make some pizza and getting someone that has never cooked pizza before to get in the oven and get the pizzas done. Pizzas are not going to be tasty. Pizzas are not going to be good. Same for marketing. Same for everything. So I'm very happy that you guys are delegating into professional teams, mostly in the marketing. As you know, Dale, marketing is about 60 or 70% of the success of a project right now in DeFi. So very important. How did you find Blockchain Pros? Are you guys friends? Did you find them externally?
Yeah, so actually I saw one of the sales that they had been running, and I looked into them, and then I actually vetted them through speaking with the owner of the project. It's Banker Doge, and we're going to be using them for our pre-sale platform. So I was able to speak with Nathaji. He is the dev and owner of Banker Doge, and we just had multiple conversations that really showed me that Blockchain Pros is indeed very professional, very adept at what they do, very effective at what they do. So yeah, I just want to be able to focus on the vision, delegating people to the right tasks. The time is valuable. So yeah, and as everybody knows here, in the crypto space, I mean, one day is like 1 month. So yeah, things move very quickly. It's nice to bring on people that are professionals in their field, so I can focus on driving UNIMOON and really delivering the roadmap, accomplishing goals. And I wanted to touch. I wanted to touch on a topic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I think Harry wanted to jump in for a second.
Go for it, Harry. You can speak now. I think your mic should be on.
Yeah. Hey Harry, are you there? I think he wanted to do a brief announcement.
Perfect. Just a very quick brief announcement. Now that we have 123 people on the call, I just wanted to tell everybody who is listening to this call right now that between the time Dale is speaking on the video, anybody who goes to the sweep widget link and solves at least one of the things will be guaranteed a place on the whitelist. We've never done that before. This is the second time. I mean, we've done it once before, but we've done it. This is the second project. This is the second AMA that we're doing it for, and I think this is a great opportunity. This is a great project. Getting into this whitelist is going to become tougher and tougher and tougher because we're still 13 days away from the pre-sale. So if you want to get in, this is the chance to solve any one of the tasks, and you're in guaranteed. Just want to put it out there. All right.
Great gift. Thank you so much, Harry. Our investors are going to be very, very thankful for that. Guys, you have a whitelist spot just for you. Get in there, do what you have to do, get that whitelist. You're going to be regretting not getting into it. My personal advice, I see a lot of potential in this personally. But again, as always, do your own research. That's my personal advice. So Dale, thank you, Harry, for that gift. We already talked about it in private. Thanks that for reminding. I kind of forgot about that. So thank you for reminding everyone. Now let's keep talking about the project. I'm super interested. What I'm hearing is really, really good. So let's talk a little about the project itself. We already talked about the utility, which is outstanding. UNIMOON is bringing something new. It is definitely revolutionizing social media, which is great. Now, I want to know a little about the whole development of the project. Why did you decide to do this as a token itself, as a project in DeFi? Why did you decide to bring it this way? And what kind of potential do you see it reaching? Like, what kind of goals do you have in the short term and in the long term?
Oh yeah. So why are we tokenizing on Binance Smart Chain? And what are some? Was that your question? Why are we tokenizing on Binance Smart Chain?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you tokenizing Binance Smart Chain? How is this going to be a good thing for you? Why did you apply this idea to the whole Binance Smart Chain movement?
Yeah, great question. So Binance Smart Chain is essentially a fork of Ethereum. As CZ, he's basically centralized the validator nodes, right? So he owns the validators on the Binance Smart Chain network, but essentially it's just Ethereum. So because it's an EVM, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, all these are compatible with Ethereum. So there's an increasing large amount of people within the crypto community that there's a large access to for our project. So really it's just to increase the visibility of our project into the crypto community. But we are going to be, currently we are actually already in development for the social media application UNIMOON and for the layer 1 blockchain, which is essentially a fork of Solana. So these two products are currently already underway in development. As soon as our layer 1 blockchain is complete and we've done significant audits and penetration testing, and we can validate that it is safe, then we will migrate from Binance Smart Chain to our layer 1 permission blockchain, and we'll swap tokens out.
Sounds very good. Sounds very good. Okay, well, I think the Binance Smart Chain is very convenient for everyone. Everything is super intuitive in the Binance Smart Chain, as well as the fees are super affordable. So probably also reasons why you chose the Binance Smart Chain. It's just working very well compared to some other chains that are still in development now. Dale, I'm very curious to know a little about the numbers that you chose for your pre-sale. If you can just, tell our investors the numbers that you're going for and why. Why did you chose those numbers? How are you going to allocate the amount, the percentage that you're going to be extracting from the pre-sale eventually? Tell us a little about, we want to know, because if we buy into the pre-sale, we want to make sure that our funds are allocated well too, being investors ourselves. Thank you, Dale.
Absolutely. Yeah, great question. So we'll have 2 private sales, and then we'll have a final public pre-sale on Pink Sale. So the first private sale will be October 28th, just in 2 days here. And this is going to be for 350 BNB. The second one will be private sale number 2, and this will be for 650 BNB. So combined together, this will be 1,000 BNBs. And then our third will be the public pre-sale, which would be on Pink Sale. This would be, the hard cap will be for 2,400 BNB. All of the first private sale and the second private sale, this is going to be allocated to actual product development. As I've said, we're already in development for our social media application UNIMOON and our layer 1 permission blockchain UNIMOON. So the actual application UNIMOON, this would be something that is a familiar user experience for everyone that uses social media. So you touched upon DeFi, which is it's a really great use case in cryptocurrency, but still there is this technology barrier. No one can just jump into cryptocurrency on day 1 and learn how to bridge from Polygon Matic to Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain. There is a learning curve. Understanding how to do loans and collateralizing on stable coins, there is a learning curve. So people that just get into cryptocurrency, they're not able to use DeFi in the same way that you or I could. But this is what really separates UNIMOON apart. And we're pioneering, this is what I wanted to mention a little earlier, touching upon the topics of DeFi. We're pioneering DME, which is a completely new use case that hasn't been talked about or even developed, which I'm very surprised by. But this would be decentralizing media. So the way that media is stored, the way it's distributed, wouldn't exchange in the hands of any central institution. It would go from user to a decentralized cloud storage to user. And this way we have better efficiency and better allocation of the way that media would be distributed. So development is a very, very critical piece to this. And to be quite honest, 3,400 BNB combined won't be enough to fully develop this ecosystem. The public pre-sale on Pink Sale is 2,400 BNB. We are allocating 70% of this raise to the liquidity pool on PancakeSwap. So that leaves us for roughly 30% of 2,400. So that would be about 720 BNB. So if we hit the hard cap for all three, we would have raised 3,400 BNB, of which 720 BNB of the public pre-sale on Pink Sale, and then 1,000 BNB. This would be 1,720 BNB. So of 1,720 BNB, even 1,720, even 3,400 BNB would still not be enough to completely develop a fully functioned network that would compete with the likes of Facebook or TikTok. But it is enough to set up a liquidity pool on PancakeSwap and develop a very, very strong MVP. So it would have the functionalities of calculating rewards, distributing rewards that would be based on what we call the social activity coefficient. Now, the social activity coefficient is essentially going to be a value that is placed within the smart contracts of our layer 1 blockchain. And what it does essentially, when you upload a piece of content on the network, right, what happens is that it gets pushed into different tiers of audiences, and depending on how the audiences react to this content, it can get pushed to more audiences in different tiers. So essentially like higher groups, more people, a higher number of audience. And then based on that, you'll have, this content will have likes, shares, comments, downloads. And based on that, this will accrue a social activity coefficient. Now that social activity coefficient would essentially be a smart contract. And that smart contract is going to be developed on our layer 1 blockchain. So there's a lot of moving pieces to this. We'll also need to set up validator nodes, and we'll need to have operational expenses. And the goal of this, though, is to be able to get all transactions down to zero, no taxes, no transactional fees. And we would do that because we would be able to subsidize the advertising revenue that was generated on the network, because we're a social media platform. So yes, there is going to be incredibly valuable data that people put on the network, and this data can be utilized for advertisers to target people very, very particularly with user behavior, geolocation, age, hobbies, based on hashtags that people are using. But the benefit of a decentralized social media network is that the centralized institutions like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are not the ones that are going to be benefiting from this. It's going to be all the people on the network, all the enthusiasts of the project that are holding onto the coin are going to be able to share in this advertising revenue. So it's going to be the inverse of what Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, what their revenue model is, right? Because in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they probably take like what, 99% of that advertising. Like nobody that puts their content on the network gets any of that income from that advertising. It goes straight into Mark Zuckerberg. And people are the ones that have the value. The people that put the content on the network, it's the aggregate data. This is what puts the value of the network. So now we have a way to really flip that switch with a decentralized social media network. So the development is incredibly critical. Being able to develop a full ecosystem on the layer 1 blockchain, making sure that we have a very intuitive user experience, because if the user experience, if we just have the rewards and people are putting up content, but it's slow and people are getting rewards for that, but it takes 5 minutes to upload a video. We live in a digital instant age. Like no one is going to use this. there is a certain level of demand and what people are used to in terms of user experience. So we have to make sure that we can rival these traditional social media applications with a very familiar user experience that people are familiar and used to already on TikTok, on Facebook, and they're incredibly great applications. They're very user-friendly, they're very intuitive, they're fast, it's beautiful, videos load almost instantly. But I don't know if you have ever heard of Filecoin. Have you heard of Filecoin?
I did hear about Falcon, yeah.
Yeah, so they developed IPFS, interplanetary file system.
Right.
And this was revolutionary at the time because it allowed people to be able to upload their extra hard drive space, and then they would receive tokens to really create like a decentralized efficiency network. But I personally use it, and I was really excited about it because back in 2017 with Juan Bennett, this was a huge ordeal. It was one of the biggest ICOs in 2017. And finally, they released their products, and it is so slow, it's not bearable, it's not usable. I mean, even for myself, someone that is a huge advocate and proponent of cryptocurrency, I would still choose to use Google over using Filecoin, IPFS.
Agree. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Falcon was innovative, but it got to the point where it's pretty much useless now. Like, you're right, I wouldn't use it either. Who uses Falcon right now? Nobody.
Do you know there's still a top 50? There's still a top 50.
I saw it, yeah.
It's insane to me. It's insane to me. They're still a multi-billion-dollar company.
True.
Insane. But they had behemoths of venture capitalists that were funded into Filecoin. If you add it all up, their ICO was probably over $1 billion, actually. Yeah, if you add up all the private deals that they did and you backtrack it all, I mean, it was a monster. It was a monster deal. So yeah, most people here probably aren't used to this sort of format where we're looking to raise this much money. But if you put it in perspective, it really isn't enough actually to develop what we really are looking to create. That's why if you guys look at the light paper, you guys can go to our website, unimoon.io, and we're going to have a really great rebrand, redesign. I'm really excited to have that up. We should probably have that up by Friday, but nonetheless, you guys are welcome to jump into the site right now, and you can see a link to the light paper. It is a light paper. It's 17 pages. We are working on a more academic white paper, so obviously it'll be more in depth, and there will be more of the ideas broken down. But this is just a brief overview of the ecosystem to introduce the different concepts and what we're looking to accomplish, what the thesis is, what the abstract is of UNIMOON. But yeah, you guys should go on there, take a look at the light paper. It's 17 pages. It's not too bad. But on there, we detail how we have the token structure broken down. So yeah, we have 11.7% that is reserved for marketing, because as you said, obviously marketing is very important for a project. And then we have also 10% of the tokens reserved for development. And we have roughly about 30% for all the pre-sales combined reserved for the sale of the tokens. So I have the 10% that's in reserve. We have 2.5% of the development, 2.5% of the marketing. This is put in the pink sales anti-rug system, which would be released. It's a delayed release after 45 days on launch. So there's 5%, which is roughly it's 100 trillion tokens that will be released. This is to help with the actual further of the development from the MVP stage. So again, raising 3,400 BNB with 70% or with that 2,400 raise and pink sale with 70% of that going to the LP is not enough to actually develop a full-blown platform that's going to decentralize social media with a decentralized autonomous organization. It just isn't. But we have thought this through, that this would be a good amount that we could raise, that we feel confident that we could raise on the Binance Smart Chain with a launch on PancakeSwap, having our token tradable on PancakeSwap with a 70% LP to show people that we are serious about the project. So that's how that token structure breaks down. We have 5% of the tokens from the marketing, the development, being delayed with releases from PinkSale with their anti-rug system. And then the rest of that, which is 9.2% from the marketing, and then 7.5% we've burned. So we've burned, and then we would pre-mine these at Genesis on our layer one blockchain. So same thing with like team tokens. We've burned team tokens. So there's transactions that you can see that on it's all on the blockchain. We burn those tokens. And again, we're not going to have access to that until after we migrate to the layer one blockchain. But all of that information is available on the light paper. So if you guys do get a chance, I highly recommend that you guys take a look at that. It just gives you a much better, clear idea of what we're doing. And we're already developing.
Exactly. Again, the light paper is amazing. I did take a look at it. I have to be honest, it is not so light to read. It is a 17-page light paper, guys. But for a project like this, the actual white paper probably have like over 30 pages in the future, because there is so much to summarize about the project. There is so much to highlight about, all of the different aspects and all the different functions of the project itself. I'm just impressed. I'm speechless, Dale. Like, this is probably, if not the best AMA of the month, one of the best we have had during the month. Don't feel scared about such a big pre-sale. Just like Dale said, for me, I agree with you, Dale. The numbers are not enough. What you're trying to build is literally world changing. Like, you are definitely trying to change something that I'd say 80% of human beings use right now, which is social media.
Exactly. And that's exactly the point right there. Like, you just nailed it, because cryptocurrency and blockchain and DeFi, these are wonderful elements to be able to use. I mean, not being reliant on a bank, that has been life-changing for me. But not everybody feel the benefit of that, right? It's the truth. But we have an opportunity right now to change that. We have a way that we are developing a user application that everyone is used to. Everyone's used to using Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. And we can build UNIMOON. And once we have this and we deliver this to the world, essentially anybody that's used Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook is now able to earn our coin and use cryptocurrency without even knowing it. This is the most beautiful part. This is the thing that excites me the most, because again, I've been in the space for a long time, and I remember in the beginning I was screaming at the top of my lungs, like, buy Bitcoin, because this is an incredible technology. And now here I am, 7 years later, and it's like, it's 7 years later, and still people see Bitcoin as like PayPal or Venmo, and they don't truly understand. And like, honestly, that's just the truth of the fact. Not everybody is really into technology and really understanding cryptocurrency, and they don't need to. To really bridge over into mainstream adoption, to really be able to have this, means to break down the technology barriers. And in order to do that, we need to make it as simple, as easy as possible for my mom to be able to go onto an application and upload a video to earn crypto for that. And she won't even know that. But then she'll have a wallet. She could go to the wallet and she could see how much UNIMOON she's earning. And then down the line, we'll have in our second or third iteration of UMOON and UNIMOON, we'll be able to have this connected to other DeFi hubs where people can swap out UNIMOON, they can loan, collateralize. Now we're really taking DeFi and we're applying it to the masses. Like, this is the potential of it, but you know, we're taking it step by step, application first, building on top of a very highly performant, highly scalable layer 1 blockchain. And that's the reason why we're forking Solana, because we want to be able to make sure that if we do get to 1 billion users like Instagram and Facebook has, we want to make sure that it's not going to be astronomical gas fees, so that people can just confirm a transaction and they don't have to pay anything. You know, like, it would be free to use. So, you know, we want to make sure that we set up with the right infrastructure, with the right bones in place to be able to do that, foreseeing that possibility that this could reach to that level where we do scale with that level of adoption, because that's the goal.
Dale, Benson, I just wanted to quickly remind, I know I keep doing that, right? Can you hear me?
I told you, he's good at what he does. This is why he's part of the team.
Yeah,
well, a quick reminder to everybody who's recently joined the AMA. I've said this before, that this is a limited time opportunity for the duration of this AMA. Anybody who goes to the sweep widget link and solves at least one task, and that's either just follow us on Twitter or join the Telegram channel, and you will be guaranteed a whitelist place. Just want to put it out there. Benson has been very kind to allow us to do that. So thank you, Benson. Thank you, AMA Central.
Hey, Benson. Yeah, thank you, Harry. I wanted to mention Carl has joined us now. So can we get pop in another?
We can definitely pop in as many videos as you want to.
Great.
As long as Coral clicks on the hand button.
So yeah, hey, Coral, if you're here. Yeah, there we go. All right.
It is, okay,
yeah,
it's Carl, right?
Yeah, that's right, Carl.
Great. There we go.
All right. Yeah, and then Carl, just tap in the video and then you can...
just tap on the video button and then you'll just pop up with us here.
And you're recording this, right?
Yeah, I'm fully recording from the very beginning. So, and it will be posted in our website. The website's looking so good. You're gonna love it too. We also have like a little section for special coins that we'll be promoting for free, let's say, with the same AMA package of only 4 tokens that really deserve our time. So you're gonna be there for sure, 100%, Dale. No worries.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Carl, we're waiting for you.
Let me just message him. Hey. Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Carl. Hey, Carl, we can't hear you. You gotta unmute the
There you go. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect now. Yes, perfect now.
I don't know which mic it is, so I'm a little excessive with my security, my OPSEC. So every time I stop like an AMA or any kind of video call on Telegram, I remove all the system permissions right away. So I gotta always change them and then restart TG. So apologies.
Nice.
I don't need screen scrapers trying to pick stuff out. So.
That's completely fine, Carl. No worries. Carl, welcome. We're happy to see you. Definitely an important part of the team from what I saw on the website. How are you today, Carl? Are you doing well?
Well, weather's changing. It's a little brisk where I'm at in the world right now, but fantastic other than the lack of sleep. But that's kind of, when you're working on the early stages of a project, sleep is kind of a luxury, right? So I've got a couch in the office. I crash when I need to. That's kind of the mode we're in right now.
Literally how it is. Been there, done that. Still do up to today, managing projects, and I literally don't have enough time to sleep. I agree. So, well, Carl, we had a great time, honestly, with Dale. I'm happy you popped up. I don't have a lot to ask you, honestly, Carl, because we talked about everything. Dale really explained everything super well, to the highest extents. So if you wanna say something yourself, something motivational, something that can maybe influence our investors to get even more interested into UNIMOON, then go for it, Carl. It is your turn.
Well, I think one of the biggest things is that the way that Dale's really kind of structured and directed the project is that it's a crypto project, but its focus is not cryptocurrency. It's not crypto technology necessarily. The idea is that we really bring to market a familiar experience for retail and consumer users, especially in the social networking and social media space. There's been a lot of battle-tested platforms. You have the Facebooks of the world, you have the TikToks, you have a lot of other platforms, right? Baidu, a lot of these guys, right? Their modalities work brilliantly, right? TikTok seems to be one of the most recent success stories because of the short form video, the rich engagement modality around video and audio, and being able to edit that content so you have that creative aspect. But the reality is that social networking really has, the innovation has really slowed down the past several years, right? You don't have a lot of these Fediverse, cohorts like the Mastodons of the world. They just have not caught up, right? And in the crypto space, there's all of this technology that really has, in our opinion, a very, very poor user experience. So the idea is that we want to really empower the masses to consume crypto technology, but almost without realizing, right? So having a familiar user experience, having familiar activities, being able to connect with friends and family and discover new content, but being able to get measured and basically get the native tokens for your activity and attention that you invest into the platform, right? If you invest time, how do you really quantify that? Facebook has a very easy way to quantify it. They have a large back office system that figures out how much advertisers are willing to pay for 1,000 clicks or 1,000 page views, or if you list something in their marketplace, what it's worth. They've already done all of this in a very legacy fashion. They have hundreds and hundreds of people that just put these systems together, right? Our goal is to automate everything in a decentralized fashion. So to do that, you really need to make it something easy to use for the masses, but not just use from a social media standpoint, but from an accounting standpoint. If I'm getting measured in UNIMOON tokens, I'm able to post things to the network. I'm able to view and interact and get airdropped and get rewards for my activity. Basically, we want to destroy all those back office systems, right, and decentralize it and give it back to the people.
That was just majestic. Well done. I mean, wonderful, guys.
I Superman movie. So
I am honored having you here, and constantly through this AMA, my mind was just transporting me to the near future and seeing this AMA and saying, how lucky was I to be sitting down here talking to Dale and Carl and the team itself, and I do feel that this is going to be something world-changing. So again, congratulations for what you're building, guys. Everything is clear. The numbers are clear too. Guys, you're all invited to a whitelist. Don't miss out. This is like missing out to a whitelist of a really, really, really huge thing. So just make your minds up on that. Make sure that you take the opportunity. Even if then you maybe don't invest, take the opportunity to be whitelisted. You never know if you want to jump in later on. Take the opportunity now, because it is a once in a lifetime opportunity right now to be able to jump into that private sale. Now, we talked a lot, guys. We actually reduced the question time for the investors, but we're going to have a couple questions coming, and you're going to choose them yourself if you want to, Dale. People are clicking on the question button right now. Holly wants to ask, Mike wants to ask, Graham, Messi, Clifford, Frederick, Chaz.
Yeah, I see them. Messi. Let's start with Messi.
Let's go with Messi, like the football player. Hey, Messi.
Uh, Hello, Mister. Thank you.
Hi.
My question, most of the new investor only focus on the price of the token and the short-term benefit of the project rather than understanding the true value of the project. Can you tell us about the motivation and benefit for investor to hold your token long-term? Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I mean, we're a utility and governance coin. We're literally just at the initial stages right now. But long-term wise, after we have UMOON developed, after we have UNIMOON developed, and we have actual data and users and people are earning rewards, then it gets really exciting, because the next component of this is the advertisers. So traditionally, if you want to advertise on Facebook or Instagram, you whip out your credit card and then you pay Facebook, and then you pay with fiat, right? You pay in fiat currency. Well, with this, you will pay, all these advertisers will want to have access to more transparent data, understanding KPIs, because for advertising, it all comes down to analytics. So you have better analytics, better transparency, and they will buy UNIMOON and spend UNIMOON for advertising, specifically for advertising. So there will be this perpetual buy pressure for the coin, because people will want to have access to that data. It's not even about cryptocurrency. It's just, here's a platform with a lot of users that we can use that data and we get better information to advertise. It's just simple business. Disregarding even the whole crypto aspect, advertisers will want, brands, companies, individual entrepreneurs will want to have access to that data of users on this social media network. So in order to do that, they will have to buy UNIMOON, and then they spend UNIMOON on the network. So we focus on utility, and we make sure that there will be a lot of functionality for the coin with the different utilities that our ecosystem will have and be able to use for.
Wonderful answer. I hope that solves your question, Messi. At the end of the day, you are in the very early stages of a potential, I don't want to dive in too deep, but of a really, really potential gem, potential future of DeFi. Again, this coin can stand as tall as other coins like, let's say, Cardano, VeChain in the future. These guys are going all in. They are not stopping. So again, that's it. That's the main motivation for investment, I think, Messi. The answer is super clear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being around. Next question goes for Chaz. Let's choose Chaz here. Chaz William, hello. Hello, Chaz. Okay. Right. In the meantime, we're going to choose Erica. Hopefully Chaz can solve his microphone issues. Then Erica. Okay. Oh, Chaz is here.
Hey, Chaz.
That's right there. Hey, there I am.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us on video.
Yeah, Riverside, California. Thank you, Carl. As the looking at, I joined you on Twitter, and looking at this, pioneering as decentralizing media. What's the best way to get involved, to support you, to get you to the level that you want to be at, and to get other people to share it with other people?
I will say really quick. I'll go backwards. Once we hit MVP, the best way to help us is to use the product and the platform and the network and help us test it, right? Because again, this is an entirely decentralized project. So we're going to need, Dale can mention about the official project comms channels. There's the TG group, there's our Twitter, things like that. The best thing you can do to spread the gospel, frankly, is to help us beat up the platform, right? Once we hit MVP, because we're going to need a lot of tests, a lot of transactions. We want feedback, right? Because this is, I think second, I'll let Dale wrap it up, but we want people to use it, right? And we want critical feedback. So the idea is we don't just want to replicate TikTok or Facebook or IG or etc. We want to take it at least a half step further, right? We're not trying to burn down the social media apps, like the features and functionality they have right now. We're not trying to do that. They're very popular for good reasons, very good reasons, right? People love TikTok. It's very easy to use. People love Snapchat. It's fun to use, right? These have already been proven out in the market from a user experience standpoint, from a creativity standpoint. There's benefits to what these other teams have built. We're not looking to burn all of that to the ground and start over, right? We're trying to take the user experience a half step better, but make the holistic experience totally different by the way we use the utility of the token, right? So the idea is you should be able to replace your activity today that you're doing with TikTok, right, with Insta, with Snapchat, with UNIMOON. That's the goal. And we're going to tighten it up a little bit, but we're not focusing on starting with the clean slate. We're taking inspiration from what's out there and what the market and the audience has said we like. Right? We're going to listen to what they don't like also, but we're investing our attention in basically wiring up that whole ecosystem, right? So the best thing you can do, tell your friends about it once we hit MVP and use it. Use it instead of the TikToks.
Definitely.
Use it instead of the IGs, right?
Yep, we'll definitely do that. I'm on it right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you.
question, guys. Also, thank you for joining us on video. That is
Yeah,
very
thank you, Benson.
lovely. Great question. Even a better answer. I mean, I completely agree with you. The best help you can actually give to a new startup like this is using the platform, using their technology, which is pioneering probably. So again, wonderful, guys. Let's give a chance for another question. I want to give a chance for Holly to speak. Holly deserves to have a word in here tonight. She always asks great questions. So I'm sure the last question of the night is going to be great from her. Holly, welcome once again. How are you?
Hi, guys. I'm good. Ooh, the pressure is definitely on with that one. But to be honest, I will say, wow, like he said, I'm known for asking questions. In this white paper, I can't, as a developer, I can't even come at you guys. I mean, you've got even hash transaction examples in your white paper. I am mind blown. But that set aside, the only question I have, do you guys plan on letting the creators, of course, sell NFTs, sell music, things like that directly from their profiles with UNIMOON as well? That was the only thing I didn't.
Yeah. So we didn't really touch upon the specifics of that, but that is what we want to innovate with NFTs. So we want to take that even one step further and allow all potential creators to have NFT crowd loans, right? So like they can create more ambitious, bigger projects. So filmmakers, directors, photographers, maybe they want to do an exhibit, an exhibition. Well, they can do an NFT crowd loan. And so they can supply their UNIMOON. Other followers of that social media profile can supply their UNIMOON into a crowd loan. And it would be a great way to help support other artists that want to create a bigger exhibition, a short film, a long film like this. So 100%, we are looking to really innovate with NFTs and utilize the social media profile in the best way possible.
That was a great answer. I think Holly lost connection, unfortunately, or maybe she's here. Yeah, she's here. Sorry, Holly. I think you lost connection for a bit. I think that was a wonderful answer. Did you get to hear the whole thing, Holly?
I did hear most of it. Yeah, my Telegram is really weird on my iPhone lately. I gotta take this thing to the Apple Store or something. But yeah, no, that is incredible. Truly best white paper I've ever seen. So detailed, developer detail too. Thank you guys. I believe, wink, wink, I'm already on the white list. So thank you guys, and I definitely plan on buying.
Thank you. Thank you. We're happy to have you on board.
That is just the right choice, Holy. I'm 100% buying this one too, guys. If you want my personal opinion, I see this being part of our future very soon. It'll be just about time where you'll be sitting on your couch and saying, wow, I wasn't that AMA, and look at them now. So guys, thank you so much. I don't want to make it too long. I don't want to, extend it too much. Questions are there to be asked, I'm sure. So join their Telegram. They will be there answering your questions and helping you through the whole private and public sale process until the token actually launches. Carl, Dale, and also the Blockchain Pro team, thank you so much for bringing such a great project to AMA Central. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. If you have anything else to say to round up this great AMA, go for it.
No, we're excited to be here. Thank you guys for having us and giving us the time to shine. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're very excited too, by the way. For people to be able to see and really connect with that vision. Because like yourself, Carl, too, we've all been involved in the space in blockchain. And it's really just about how do we take it one step further? How do we truly innovate and pioneer and create something that is really worth talking about? I mean, DeFi is great, but what's next? So UNIMOON is next. DME is next. This is it. And we're incredibly excited to be doing this. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress, but I wake up excited, pumped every day, because every day I know I'm getting one step closer to really delivering this.
That is just class. What wonderful, guys. Again, quite speechless. It's not an everyday thing that you get to face projects that have such a strong basis and such a professional team behind it. Just from your light paper, we can tell. I could already tell how serious you are into this. So again, thank you so much. I am very, very positive about your project. I'm very happy about what's coming. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you as well as buying in that private sale. And again, guys, have a great day wherever you are. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Bye.
good